Hello. This is a draw with me. So maybe draw with me, or just watch, or just listen to me rant. I don't know. I don't have a name yet. So, there's that. And now enjoy the video. Bye. So, I really dislike this first sketch. I mean, it was my first sketch, so it makes sense, but it doesn't really make it any easier to look at. I mean, I even debated cutting it all out together, but whatever. I mean, I really don't think I gave it the time to make it look good either. So, again, my bad. Um, I like to try again since even though I did um these cloak studies, um, I don't really think I actually studied or like learned anything. So, I was kind of just trying to draw stuff because it's been like a really long time since I've really drawn anything. I mean, even with this second one, I really like this one to an extent. The angle is really off, but at the same time, I wasn't really going for accuracy. But yeah, again, I don't feel like I learned anything, and I was just trying to draw, get shapes down, like what I was doing, and enjoy it. Which the first one I didn't enjoy. I was miserable. I was like, this is terrible. But the second one I was pretty happy. Um, And even drawing more later, I felt pretty happy. I was just like, this is fun. I like drawing. But I do want to go through these again and actually try and study and learn, you know, fabric and clothes and stuff and folds. Because I feel like I'm really bad at doing anything related to clothes without a reference. And I feel like I hate looking at references for clothes because it just takes so much time. And um I feel like with bodies or whatever, you have like 3D models, and so that makes it easier to like find a decent reference for or get a good idea of. But with like clothes, I don't really think there's a way you could get a model for that unless you get the clothes yourself or reference it from yourself. um I don't really have like a way of doing that that's kind of easy. So I don't. So I feel like I really need to start studying clothes more seriously. If I don't want to be bothered always having to need a reference or look for like a good reference. But if I take the time to like actually study what I'm looking at, I probably wouldn't need so many references, or at least I wouldn't need a one-to-one reference like my visual library or just my knowledge of how clothes work would probably be enough. And I wouldn't be feel so limited or feel so constrained by references and my own lack of understanding. But that's for future me to worry about. um with this third one, it's also kind of um it's not bad, but it could have been better. To me, it just feels lacking compared to the second one. I'm not really seeing or liking any of the shapes or the lines. It just feels more haphazard than I'd like. I feel like, I mean, though I didn't try too hard with any of these, um, with the second one, I feel like I tried enough to where it still appealed to me, but with the first, I didn't try at all. And then with the third one, I tried less than the second one, and I kind of lost what I was liking in the second one. And I felt like if I had even just given it a little bit more time or more thought, um, I could have liked it as much as I liked the second one. but I just didn't, and now I'm living with the consequences. I've thought about adding faces to these, but that was way too hard. I don't know. Without reference, I guess I can't really draw faces. Also, I end up deleting the first sketch because of how bad it was. Yeah, I couldn't get over the upset. Um, yeah. So about this sketch, this is where I learned that I really hate shoes. Or I hate drawing shoes. They're so hard to draw. I don't even understand them a little bit. Um, but that's probably my fault for never really drawing shoes until now. Um, Honestly, looking at it right now though, it was it wasn't as far off as I thought I was. It was a lot harder to tell since the reference was on my phone and not on my tablet. I was too lazy and just didn't like the feel of having the reference on the same screen as I'm drawing. I don't know. I think I'm too used to, drawing on paper and then having the reference on my phone. And I don't know, something about having my reference and what I'm drawing on the same thing is weird now, which is strange. I guess I should try and fix that. I don't know. It's just, it's such a bother to like download the image and then put it on the canvas and then sort it out to where I can see it and my drawing at the same time and then still have space on my screen. Okay, I'll stop talking about that. Let's talk about the shoes. Shoes are so hard to draw. Like I said earlier, I don't understand them. The shapes are confusing. Um, I feel like they always look wrong compared to what I see when I look at the reference. Like I feel like I copied it like okay, but then when I look at it, it just looks wrong or I don't know. But I'm I guess maybe I just if I practice more, surely it'll be better. Um at least I don't have to like color these cuz that's just too much. I just wanted to draw. I didn't want to have to worry about it. Um But yeah, I spent so long on these. Especially the right shoe, the one that's up. Um, I feel like even at the end of the sketch, the drawing was the shape of the shoe was wrong. Um, but eventually I was just like close enough. The laces, they're okay. Um, I didn't really try too hard with them though. So yeah, I kind of just I was like, whatever. I feel like I made this easier for myself by just telling myself it's a sketch and I never refined any of these. So like even if there was a mistake, like okay, so I feel like if I were to like line art this, I would be able to see just how janky some of these sketches might be because I find like when I'm sketching, I'm like, this drawing looks great, it's fine, everything works. And then when I actually try to like refine it and clean it up, I start realizing how kind of off things are. I don't know how to. Does this make sense? I don't know. Maybe if I post like a full drawing or record a full drawing process for me, you guys will be able to see what I mean. But not right now. This is just a sketch with me. Hopefully your drawings are going well. There are dogs. There are dogs barking right now. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. If you guys are, that's upsetting. But whatever. I'm actually really proud of the bottom shoe, the left one. I think it looks really good. The tip of where the toes would be is wrong. I don't know if I fix that later, but it's bothering me right now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm just struggling with this top shoe. Looking, cause I'm gonna how I edited this. As you guys can see, I have like the photo right there. Gosh, putting these in the edit and downloading them, the whole reason why I don't have the reference in while I'm actually drawing and why it's in post. Getting it to be there for the actual video was so annoying. What was I saying? Yeah. It's easier to tell where I'm kind of wrong now that I can see them on like the same screen, and I'm just like, and side by side, and I'm just like, I was off. But at the same time, for the circumstances, I actually wasn't that bad. I thought I was way worse off while I was actually drawing. Um, than looking at it now, and I'm just like, you know what? Not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah. Mm, Soon I would like to do a drawing, and then hopefully I'll have it all recorded, and I would like for it to be like a full drawing. This is really ambitious, and it'll probably be a couple videos away because there would be more things I would want to practice before I try doing a full drawing. But I would like to have, uh, probably a full-bodied person in the drawing with clothes, with like good clothes with folds and stuff, figure that out. Have decent, shoes, a decent face expression, and hopefully a background in perspective, which you guys don't know me yet, but knowing me, myself knowing me, that's a lot to ask. I'm not asking for it to be colored yet. I would just like a sketch of it or like a semi-clean sketch. I'm not asking for like line art manga material, but a cleanish sketch that's like pretty darn readable. Um, that would be my goal in a couple videos for this channel. This channel doesn't even have a name yet. I skipped the intro for this recording. You guys will hear it. But at the moment in time when I'm recording this voiceover right now for this section of me, you know, drawing these shoes. Oh, look, I did the laces. Look, I'm talking so much I didn't even notice that I got to the laces. Those are some okay laces. Um, right, what was I talking about? The voiceover? Right. I don't even know what my channel name's gonna be. Um, I have no idea. I don't even have the channel created yet, guys. Um, but as of the part of this thing, probably later on in the video, I'll have the art channel name figured out. But right now, I literally have the audio for the intro just like completely blank. Like the first minute of the video is just silence. And then after that, I started, recording for the first part. What did I draw for the first part? Was it the cloaks? Oh, yeah, the really ugly cloaks studies that aren't really studies. It's been a while since I've recorded that part. So, yeah. The timeline for this video is wild. Yeah, so many weeks, so many days, um, mainly because of my own laziness and procrastination. Hopefully the second video, won't take as long. It If it takes as long, there's no way. I, I just won't even have a channel at this point. Um, but since it's like my first art video, I'm okay with it taking a long ass time. But the second one, I mean, like, come on, I gotta shape up, man. I gotta improve somehow, speed things up. But yeah, there was so much procrastination. Even to this voiceover, I don't actually hate the sound of my own voice. I've found out as of recording this. Because I've heard so many, like, YouTubers and stuff, or other people who do audio stuff and have to listen to their own voice, hate the sound of their own voice when listening to it. Like, I actually don't hate mine right now. Maybe I will hate mine later. Um, if I still keep making videos and I have to keep editing, all these hours of my voice, and then I'll grow to hate it. But so many people start off hating their voice. There is no hatred for my voice right now. It's not the most attractive voice. Not what I prefer to listen to, but it's not terrible, I think. Yeah. Oh, look, we started on the lone shoe. Yeah, what the fuck? I know. I I hated this. I struggled with all of these shoes. Just every single one of them. Um yeah, here's the reference. It's a very pretty shoe. Um I would like to revisit all of these references, I guess, and then, or maybe just these sketches and like try and render them. But right now, not the case. Not gonna happen. Not even, don't even dream about it. But yeah, I was struggling with these shoes. I can't draw them to save a life. Um, yeah. What was I talking about? I don't even remember anymore before this. Um, oh well. But yes, this shoe is like so pretty. The patterns, the florals, I I don't know, the colors, also like the little black lace up for the tie up, so pretty. I really have an OC in mind that I would love to have wear these shoes. I would also love to try and render it and just, I don't know, make it more shiny or like, I don't know, just so detailed. Honestly, yeah. Also, the older leather shoes were really cool too. These neck shoes that you're gonna see later on, spoilers, I know, has dragonflies, and they're golden, and it's really nice. Um, yeah, can't wait for you to see that when we get there. I have lost things to talk about. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about right now. Um, Okay, look, this actually looks pretty good right now. Side by side right now while it lasts. I don't know if I'm gonna change it, but it actually looks really kind of sort of accurate. Even like the pant legs. Man, when I was actually drawing this from what I can remember since it was a while ago, I was dragging myself through the mud about this drawing. I was like, it's not accurate at all. And I'm looking at it and it's really not that bad. Um, it's not that bad. I mean, the heel is kind of really weird right now. But other than that, it could be like way worse. What should I talk about? So, my regrets are now that I thought like a draw with me would be like, a really good video to start with. Um, but honestly, the problem with like a draw with me where I'm drawing like random things, I feel like I have nothing to talk about. Whereas if I was like doing, a fan art draw with me or my OC's draw with me, I would have those to talk about, but I'm kind of just doing random. God, that shoe looks really good with the laces now. What did I miss? I stopped looking at the screen to talk and now I've missed so much, but the heel doesn't look as off anymore. It's pretty good, actually. Oh, here's the next shoe. Yeah, with the fireflies and fireflies? They're not fireflies, dragonflies. Um, yeah, that the left foot was so hard. I even now I don't think I really got it right at all. Um, but that's life, I guess. Um, yeah. What was I talking about before? Gosh, this is happening a lot. Maybe I do need a script, but I'm way too lazy for that. But yes, so the left shoe, you know how you can like see like is that the sole of the shoe? The bottom of the shoe? The way it's angled, I just could not get it right. No matter what I did, it just looked wrong. Um, yeah, I just I don't know, man. Like it feels impossible. But hopefully it's not because that would mean, well, it can't be because I've seen other artists do it. You know, be capable enough. But like, man, I don't know how they do it. I guess I just got to study. Cause what else am I gonna do? Um, yes, yes, I do hate shoes. Still so. It was not solved by current me. Maybe other future me will do it, but no, probably not. No, I have hope. Um, yeah. Honestly, I wanted this to be more real timey. Which I figured out would be a lot of editing, like too much editing. Like this already feels like a lot of editing to me. I don't know how anybody like edits their own videos or any videos in general. This is just so painstakingly boring. especially when there's no audio. Oh look, that shoe looks pretty good right now. I keep like looking away from the screen to talk. I don't know, I just can't watch something when I'm talking because then I just stop talking. Um, and then I just miss everything that's happening. I think I really do need a script, but I'm just gonna keep denying the problem and just keep, YOLOing this, um, until I guess I'm sick of myself and I really have to address it, but I don't think I will. No, I don't think so. What was I talking about? Gosh, how many times have I said that during these audios sessions, man? I don't know. Um, Gosh, I have to go back onto the recording and see what I said because I was ranting about something, but I don't know anymore. Right, editing. It is incredibly slow, tedious. That's what it is. Um, I don't right now what I have plans for in editing isn't very difficult, so it's not difficult. It's just so boring and tedious, and I'm just losing my mind. Um, I don't know how anybody does this, and I really wanted this to be real time, sort of, kind of, because I don't know. I really appreciate it when um I see other people draw in real time and just see them thinking about their strokes and it just looking like so deliberate and graceful and all of that other artist stuff, and I'm just like, wow, the appreciation is real, man. Um, but I just could not be bothered for this. Especially for it being like my first video and it just being a bunch of random sketches of cloaks, shoes, later on some dresses, and I know spoilers, I'll stop. Um, but what was I? Yes, too much. Maybe in future videos, if I actually get some views and I'm committed to this whole thing, um, I'll take the time to try and make some real time uh time lapses. Um, because that's what I enjoy watching the most. But I don't really have enough an incentive to do that right now. Look at these shoes. That left shoe is a bit big right now, but I actually don't think it looks like that bad. The bottom, it's not right when I compare it to the photo to the reference, but it's not bad. But I really wanted it to be accurate, so that's why we keep working, I guess, on it. Look at my little ball of frustrations. Um, yeah. Oh, right. Okay, that bottom right one. Yeah, two femme. Yeah, it just looked kind of like a. I feel like you know, it being golden dragonflies, and the pattern made it kind of femmy, but the shape of the shoe I felt was like really mask, or just really like sharp and edgy, and the shoes on the sketch are just kind of like dainty with like a real pronounced heel, and I don't know, it just wasn't giving the vibes. It was not giving the vibes that I wanted it to give. So I don't know, it just feels wrong. It feels really stubby. I think that's its main problem. Um, yeah. Now I've deleted all the text. Am I done? No, I'm not done. What else did I do? Um, yeah, I think these were my worst shoes, to be honest. Though, as the references were like one of my favorite. Actually, I loved all three of the shoes. I can't say this one was my favorite, but I really struggled, man, with these shoes. I'm looking at it now, and I think these were the worst shoes. It's not good. I would like to revisit this one. It's better, but this is also one I would really love to render. All the shoes, of course, I would love to render, but just like the dragonfly patterns, and I'm just like, oh my god, so pretty. I wish I could draw them, do them justice as of now, but that is not my current skill level, unfortunately. But that's life, I guess. Gosh, this goes on forever. I don't know what to talk about. You guys already know I hate drawing shoes, and I was talking about editing, and uh, I don't know, man. Um, Recording hasn't been such a pain actually. Well, I don't feel like I draw bad when I record. The problem is I feel like I can't just sit there and like take breaks. Um, like I feel like I pause a lot, and that wouldn't be a problem if I didn't hate editing so much, you know? Um, like every pause I take, I just think in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to go through the recording and edit that out, man. That's gonna be so pain. Oh, look, we're on the next one. This is where I start drawing, um, skirts or like folds. Yeah, look at it. It's so pretty. I wish I had it. Um, yeah, it's at this point where I really start to speed up, um, the speed paint recordings because this is a long video, guys. This is like 2 hours of me drawing. I know, so long. But I actually really like longer art videos because I like to draw to them, and also I just like longer videos. Um yeah, so I don't really mind, but I still don't want it to be like super duper 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 long. At least for like my first one. Maybe later I will probably make those types of videos because those are the ones that I enjoy the most. Um, yeah. What was I talking about before? I have no idea. Gosh, like I think I said that like maybe 5 times in this current audio right now, and probably more that I've cut off. Uh, if I end up cutting them out or not using the audio. Um, yeah, okay, well, let me go back and watch the recording so I can see what tangent I was going on that I didn't finish. So, I did not do that. Instead, I just took a break. And then I went back to editing the video, and I've cut it down to like an hour, which I think I'm just gonna stop it there. Call it a day, man. Give it up. Um, I honestly don't really remember what I was talking about in any of the other recordings. Um, so whatever. But look at this dress. It's a very pretty dress. I think I captured it pretty well for what it is. Um, the reference photo is blocking all the marks I made, but I'm not about to edit it so you can see those marks because honestly, it's probably nothing. It's probably pointless. So yeah, I really like the poofy sleeves that I did. Um, I honestly gave up on the hands, as you can see. I just couldn't be bothered, man. And now we are starting on the next dress, or it's more of a skirt than it is a dress. But this one came out okay. I tried to make it more detailed than the other ones. Do her feet and give her a, the hair, and it just didn't work out. So I just gave up. 'Cause I'm a quitter. Um, yeah. I also drew some random faces. Out of just it's like at this point in the sketch where I've kind of had lost interest. Um, uh, I was I was just struggling a lot during this part. I just kind of wanted to quit. I was like, I don't want to draw anymore, man. This is this is too much. I just want to play video games and watch YouTube and laze around and all that other stuff. But I kept going. Um, which was like I ended up cutting out all of this part, or not cutting out, but like deleting, erasing, undoing all of the things I did. So it's just the dress, um, as you see right now. Um, because I just didn't want to figure it out, man. I didn't want to be. I couldn't be bothered, like I said earlier. But this next section that we are so close to getting to is like my favorite part of this whole thing, where I look at it. We're here, guys. I'm drawing people. That's what I love to do, and I feel like every artist, mostly every artist I know, also loves drawing people. Um, I went in with like no guidelines for the face, and I suffered the consequences later. But look at the beautiful hair I'm drawing right now. It's beautiful, guys. Come on, now. Um, yeah, well, it's not very beautiful right now. It's so sketchy, but it turns out beautiful, in the future if we just very patiently wait for this sketch to come out. But yeah, this was the most this is the part that I'm most excited to be showing. Oh, look at those terrible terrible eyes. Um I just had a hiccup coming and I tried to deny it. I don't know if that came out weird in the audio or but I kind of just like blatantly refused and now my throat feels weird, but oh well. Yeah, that eye is so ugly. It is staring into my soul right now. Um, yeah. I was so lost in this. I was like, at this point, I was like regretting not making guidelines, and I was just cleaning up, um, the face and like the hair at this point to kind of just like procrastinate on working on the face because I didn't know what I was gonna do because I made no guidelines. Um, Yeah, so I was just suffering in silence, man. Suffering in silence. Um, let's talk about the reference. This model lady person, I don't know who she is, but she is so pretty. I love her hair, her makeup, just her whole vibes, and I'm like, oh my god, you look so cool, lady. So cool. Um, yeah, look at me trying to map out proportions and is it proportions? I don't know. What am I marking up right now? The facial features? Um, yeah. So I actually don't really usually draw in this, I guess, kind of like semi-realism style. I'm more, generic anime-ish style uh that you guys will see later. Um, I don't hate this style though. It's really hard for me to draw in this style when I don't have a reference. So I just don't draw in this style really that often. But um I don't know. It's like hard to go from realism to my style and then also go from do the other way around. I don't know how to use words, man. Um I really like her lips right now. Look at that. What was I saying? Um I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, it's really hard to do that. So I just do my uh anime style anytime I just want to not draw from or draw something that's not like super reliant or heavily referenced to like to the T. Um yeah, this drawing's going pretty nice right now. I really like what I have. Again, I'm just really procrastinating on drawing like the eyes or the nose just because I made no guidelines and I'm suffering the consequences. It all worked out on the end though, so I probably won't learn my lesson yet again. But yeah, here we go, trying to draw that the guideline. Um, yeah. Well, okay, one thing I heavily suffer from same face syndrome. I feel like in my art style. So, kind of the reason that I chose this reference and the next reference that you're gonna see are mainly because of their features, and I just really wanted to be able to draw different, not whitey looking features, because it's just like I kind of am just getting fed up with myself, and I really want to get better at just like drawing different noses and mouths and eyes and eyebrows and just all of that stuff, because I just think it makes art, or my art, more interesting, my characters more interesting, more like appealing to look at, and I feel like I'm just doing a disservice to myself by not learning how to draw the features. Though right now, as I'm drawing these other features don't really mean as much since it's not in my style. It's more in this like semi-realistic style, so it's not really applicable. You know the word I'm trying to say, right? Applicable, something like that. I don't know, man. Um, to my normal style. But I figured if I could do it in this semi-realistic style, I could like slowly transition it into my style. So I would like to, again, I guess all of these references I would like to revisit. Because I didn't really give them the time they deserved to really help me. I kind of was just like drawing to draw and to get used to it, because I had been on a hiatus, man. Yeah, here we are having a stare down because I don't know how I'm gonna draw this nose. I am really proud of this face. I was like, it looks really good. Also, I was having trouble with like the eyes, their alignment. I was like, I feel like their eyes didn't really align with like the angle of their face. But it worked out in the end. But here's just me fiddling around. Um, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. So my style, I feel like if I could do it in a semi-realism style, I could like slowly adjust it to how I normally draw. So that's kind of what I want to revisit. I feel like I'm probably repeating myself a lot, but I'm not about to try and fix this and re-record. So, I'm sorry, but suffer with me, please. Um, yeah. So, hopefully, through the recordings of these videos, you guys will be able to see me, or I can see myself more, really, is why I kind of started this channel, or want to start a channel, is because I really like the idea of being able to see myself draw and like the progress of me improving. Um, because I love looking through my old sketchbooks and um, seeing my progress in art. And when I draw on IBS Paint, or when I used to draw on IBS Paint, and I could look back at the recordings of me drawing, I loved that so much. Um, and I was really sad when I got to Clip Studio and I couldn't really do that, or in the same satisfying way that I did, that IBS automatically does. Look at me trying to draw this nose, man. Yeah, I know. It's miserable. I'm still the same, unfortunately. Oh well. But yeah, it wasn't as satisfying the way Clip Studio does it. But uh I finally decided to suck the bullet. Not suck the bullet, bite the bullet. Fuck. Ignore me. Um, oh, that's so I'm just gonna leave it in. Fuck it, whatever, man. What was I saying? Yeah, bite the bullet and just I downloaded what's the recording program called? OBS. I downloaded OBS, figured out how to use it, got myself an editing program, and now we're here. Um, yeah, so I am just really happy to be able to look back at um, my process in drawing, or look back at, the recordings that I did for drawings, and just be able to watch and just see all my strokes and the marks and stuff, and just enjoy the ride, enjoy the watch, enjoy the things. I don't know. It's probably the same enjoyment you get from watching this video. Something similar to that. I'm not good with words, okay? Um, but yeah, it is good enough. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm very excited for this one too. Both of them, I'm really proud of both of the drawings. But this one's a man, and I am very proud uh, of this guy. Um, he's very different from the normal guys that I usually draw because, or you're gonna see why. But well, for one, it's his nose. I really love his nose. Um, and I really struggle with drawing facial hair, guys. As you can like see in the reference, he has facial hair. He has is it stubble? Is it like a beard? I don't know. But I just never draw guys with facial hair, and I feel like it's such a loss on my part because I don't know, it just adds so much to for a guy to have uh facial hair. Of course, it's also adds to a guy if they don't have like facial hair or whatever. It's just like when all of your male characters don't have facial hair. It's just like I don't know, kind of boring, man. I would like there to be some variety. You know, the what's it called? The nose is a little off. But that's okay, I guess. I should be like a little bit more rounded on the bottom. It's very sharp. That's what it is. Um, yeah, what was I talking about earlier? What did I say earlier? Right. So a lot of the guys that I draw, they're all like I guess kind of I'm trying to think of how to word this other than calling them twinks, uh, which is unfortunate. Um, they're just, I feel rude to call them that, but they're just like really pretty, typical anime boys, I guess. Kind of like K-pop idols maybe, but not really. Um, I don't really consider them K-pop idols. I just think that I draw them really pretty. Um, and I would like to draw some older men, or just men that look a bit more rugged, have a bit of more traditional Western or not Western, just masculinity in general, have a bit of stubble, um, maybe a bit more wrinkles, look a bit more dead inside. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like it's the same with girls, really. I feel like I only draw very cute, pretty things, which is it's fine. Um, but I want to expand my horizons. You know, um, I don't want to only ever draw like pretty boys that could be anywhere from like 15 to like 23 and girls that look anywhere from uh like 16 to uh like maybe also 23. I would like to, I don't know, again, have a variety of stuff. Um, Also, I really want to learn fashion stuff. I feel like all of my characters wear like really baggy clothing and also similar styles, and I'm just like, I could do better, man. I could do better. Um, yeah, jewelry too. Okay, I'm basically listing off everything. So I just wanted to learn everything. Uh, Character related, not even just character related, because I want to get really better with like color theory, coloring, lighting, and backgrounds. Oh gosh, there's so much I want to learn, man. Um, yeah. Oh look, I'm starting the hair. Uh, I don't. Well, to be honest, I struggled with this whole thing. Um, I don't remember struggling as much, but looking at this, I keep adjusting things and removing things, and I'm just like, I remember this being a much more easier experience. But it's fine. Look at me adjusting the ears. Um, I don't. Oh, now it's gone. He has no ears. It's fine. Yeah. So I just want to improve everything. Is what I'm learning by making this voice recording and really thinking about where I am with my art right now. Um, but they say the art journey is never ending, or they say that you never stop learning, so there's hope. But I don't really have anything to talk about for this while I'm drawing. This drawing process, I don't know what is there to say. I really like the brush that I'm using. Artist Artemis's brushes are my go-to be honest. And I use them a lot. But I honestly I want to try using them less because I downloaded all these brushes and I never used them, and I would like to learn how to use more than one brush in my drawings, because when I look at all of my favorite artists, a lot of them use, well, I think they use different brushes. um they have to, that or they just, I don't know, because they have so many different textures, and um it's very gritty and so detailed but not at all at the same time. So I and while the Artemis's brushes are like very textured, it's a very specific type of texture, and I would like to add more. To have, so my favorite artists have like this, like a whole palette. I don't know. It would probably be easier if I showed up some of my favorite artists in the screen, but honestly, that would be too much work right now. So maybe next video. Um, yeah, look at those eyebrows and his eyes. I'm actually okay, so I'm really proud of those eyes and his eyebrows and his nose. I was just like, man, I am um what's a word that I could use? I'm winning right now with the with his nose. Not so much with his forehead. That was a flop. But you know, you can't win them all. Um, yeah. I guess for like the next video, I don't know I don't have a plan. Like I know I'm gonna make a second video because I would like to make consistent art videos, but I don't know what it's gonna be about yet. So if there's anybody watching this, if you comment now, there's a chance that I will follow your suggestion. But the possibilities right now are perspective studies, which is probably the least likely to happen because honestly, I do not see myself enjoying that. And um, I don't think I have enough, what's the word, discipline right now in me to attempt it. And I think if I did attempt it right now, I'd just quit. So, let's go for something a bit more easier. And if that's the case, I think I may do an anatomy study is also in a possibility, realms of possibilities. Um, but then I would have to find references that a YouTube would approve of or not show them at all. Um, yeah. And and if I did an anatomy study, I feel like I would also struggle to figure out things to talk about. So maybe the real possibility right now, or what I should really be doing, is make a video about my OCs, or do one about my interests, like Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate, man. I love Baldur's Gate. I haven't even finished my first playthrough, but that's a thing. Also, Punishing Gray Raven. That's another one. I would love to make a video on that. Um, my husband is Lee, and I love him and I'll love him until the day I die. Oh look, oh my god, I miss so much. I drew facial hair. That's another thing. I don't draw facial hair. I said that earlier, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I tried to draw it because I actually debated on not even drawing it at all. But then I was like, no, the whole thing that I went a rant on before. But like while I was drawing this, I hadn't really realized that goal yet. But when I saw that, I was just like, no, I can't run away anymore. I have to try. So I actually don't think the facial hair looks that bad. So good on me. Um, yeah, so Punishing Gray Raven, I would like to talk about that game and Baldur's Gate, and I would also like to talk about some anime or some of my favorite shows. Um, So yeah, so I can just fangirl to somebody, anybody. Um, yeah, me fixing his jaw thing. I honestly think it looked better before, but oh well. It still doesn't look terrible now. To be honest, I wonder how many of you guys have made it this far. Um, to my friends that I've sent this video to, because there will be a few of you guys. Hello, how are you guys? Um, I finally made a video. Um, I never thought I'd get this far. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't. Oh, look, okay. So I'm actually really proud of this eye wrinkle too. Wrinkle? Is it a wrinkle? I don't know, but the little eye bag that he has, I was like, oh my god. He looks, you guys know the word, right? Yeah. Um, if you know, you know. But yeah, I was so proud, and we're coming to the end of the video, so thank you for watching if you guys have been here. Goodbye, have a good day.